Our theme and focus, all through the week we've been talking about demand trends. In our segment, It's the Economy, one more company talks about slowdown in the consumption space. Speaking exclusively to CNBC-TV18's Priya Sheth, Lalit Agarwal, the chairman and managing director of V-MART, says that they are seeing an overall demand slowdown and spending levels will depend on the outcome of the elections. Take a look and we'll be back.
Not only the first half of the FY19 but also the second half of the FY financial year 19, we've seen the demand being soft. Right from the festival days of Diwali, we have not seen too much of demand coming in, and only in the last 15 days we've seen some demand coming back during Holi. But I think overall people are waiting to spend. They have a little bit of fear in their mindset about their sustainability of the income, what will happen post the elections, what kind of party is going to come in, what will be the economic scenario of the country. That's how I think people are waiting for the consumption to do. So I think there is some kind of fear in the self-employed class people who don't want to invest too much money into their business and not take too much of a risk into the business. So that is getting converted into the consumption piece.
So where is the kind of demand shortfall coming from? Are we seeing rural being softer than what it was earlier, or are we seeing more traction in tier 2, tier 3? Where do you see the demand shortfall coming from?
I think we are not seeing any pockets of any particular area. We are seeing it generally overall, except tier 1. Tier 1 has not shown that kind of softness, but otherwise we have seen the softness across the territories. Even the states, we have seen most of the states behaving in a similar fashion.
So going forward, what is the kind of outlook that you hold for FY20? Do you think that the elections will perhaps increase the kind of consumption?
I think yes, I've always kept speaking that the election always brings a lot of money to the small town, and that's where the money gets to the smaller consumers. And these consumers are obviously going to spend, celebrate more, and then obviously a good stable government will always bring in more confidence in terms of spending and in terms of consumption. So I see a good 2020 coming in.
In terms of growth, what is the kind of trajectory that you see going forward? What, if you could share some indicative figures?
We don't spell out a guidance, but yes, we have always been saying that we always aspire for a 20% growth year on year, and we have been doing it for the last 10 years of growing more than 25% a year on year.
In terms of store expansion, what is the target that you all are running with?
We have already opened up 41 stores in this particular financial year, and we would want to, maybe we will open some more in this closing time in the last 5 days. But yes, we will want to exceed the 50 stores in the next year.
As we speak, Future Group is also, entering with 7-Eleven convenience stores, lots of, focus on the small store strategy. Do you think that is going to pose significant competition for a player like V-Mart?
No, I think there is immense opportunity in the Indian market. There is a large audience which is waiting to get this organized shopper the great experience of the shopping and also the product and the quality with the prices. So I think there is immense potentiality. The consumption is increasing, the aspirations are increasing, and so is the demand shifting. So I think we don't need to fear. It's all about our internal capability. How well can we service the customers, and then the customers are going to reward us.
Just a final question on the margin band. What's kind of comfortable margin band that you're working with for FY20?
I think we have always been saying that we work on around 10% EBITDA level, and we would want to retain at that margin because we sincerely want to create value for the entire ecosystem, including our consumers. So whenever if we have any margin surpluses that we got in the last year, we would want to pass it on to our consumers once again.